Hello, we are here today with Ronnie, and Ronnie works for Working4U Youth Learning, and he looks after the out of school hours learning service, and he's just here to talk to us today about what that is. Thank you for coming along today, Ronnie.
No problem at all. Nice to be here.
I've just got a few questions for you today, and the first question is, what is out of school hours learning?
Well, out of school hours learning, that was set up many years ago. Even before I started, it was somebody else in the service that started it many years ago. And it was set up to assist young people, be it primary school and secondary school. It could be from primary 1 right up to S6, and supporting them basically in literacy and numeracy in particular. And there'll be different reasons why young people need help and assistance. And they just need that wee boost, which is fantastic. How it works is we've got 3 sessions a week, and that's on a Tuesday evening, a Wednesday evening, and a Thursday evening. Currently we do 2 sessions at the Concord Sea Centre in Dumbarton, and 1 session in Dalmuir Sea Centre down in Clydebank. But also because of COVID, we started doing digital stuff. So we offer a blended approach. So we've still got some young people and tutors who prefer to do digital. So we've still got about 6 of them wanting to do that, and we continue to do that. And it works for them and it works for us. And it's quite good to have that blended approach. The tutoring sessions in the evenings are usually split up to 2 slots. You get a 5:30 to 6:30 slot, and then a 6:45 slot to 7:45. And it's all volunteer tutors, and they work mainly one-to-one. Sometimes we have small group settings, but it's predominantly volunteer tutors, and they come from all different walks of life, different ages. I think our youngest volunteer tutor is 17, and she was a student, a pupil at out of school hours learning, and then she just progressed and she's now in senior phase, and she is tutoring some primary kids, and then we have another tutor who was similar. She went through the process with us, and she's actually at uni now and she's still tutoring. And then I think our oldest volunteer is in their 80s. That's all I've said. They're in their 80s, and they've been with us for a long time. Many of the tutors have actually been there longer than I've been there, and they'd give up an hour or 2 hours of their time each week, and they work with young people for years, quite often, quite literally for years. Some I went through the whole process of maybe working with them from P6, P5, P6, and actually went up to a level at secondary school, but they were, the comfortable tutoring and stuff. So that's basically how that works.
And is the out of school hours learning service free for young people who need it to be tutored, or do people need to pay for the tutoring?
No, it's a good point. No, it's all free. It's free tutoring, and through West Dunbartonshire Council. So yeah, it's a referral process. So parents and carers can refer their own young people to the service, or sometimes it comes directly from the school. It could be a teacher or senior manager within the school identify a young person who needs help, and they would put a referral in, or it could even be social work. It could refer a young person into the service as well.
And if somebody wanted to refer a young person into the service themselves, how would they go about doing that?
Well, I think you're going to put some links down below in this chat, and you can access it through Facebook. There's Padlet. There's a direct email for community learning development. There's also a phone number, my phone number, and you basically can contact me from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock Monday to Friday, just for a chat even. But the best bet is usually just send an email saying that you're interested, and then even I can phone and get in touch with you and stuff like that, and tell you all about the service. And you'll just get an information sheet and a referral form.
Perfect. And Ronnie, you mentioned that the out of school hours learning service is the tutors are volunteers. Are you currently looking for volunteer tutors? And if you are, what would a volunteer tutor, what qualities would they need to have?
Okay, so as I mentioned, the volunteers come from all walks of life. They come along because they want to give a wee bit back. They come along because they want to develop themselves. Always looking for tutors. It's always, you can never have enough volunteer tutors. As I say, you would give up 1 hour or 2 hours a week if that's suited, and you would get paired off with a young person at your level. And we talk about levels, so the tutors are the experts, but you know, they have a certain expertise, I suppose, that they want to bring. So if a tutor comes along and takes part in training, gets their PVG, and they'll get paired off with somebody, like before that, we just won't pair them off. Before we pair them off, we'll talk to them and say, there's a young person, here's what they need, it's maths or English, and here's what level they're at. Are you comfortable to work with that young person? And basically, if they are, then we can pair them off. So you don't have to be an expert at maths or an expert at English and things like that. You can come along if you're comfortable working at a level that's primary level and you feel really comfortable working through some reading, that maybe if a young person is only in first stages of reading, but they should be in the second or third stages, then you know you could be helping them with that. We would actually have a work with you and the young person and the family, and we would have an individual learning plan that we would get, and we would make that up, and we tend to use them for about 6 weeks. But even in the 6-week period, things can change, and you can plan what you're going to do. And we've got lots of resources for you to use and access. And some tutors actually end up introducing us to some resources that we never thought of, which is fantastic. So they bring a lot to the table as well. And then you've got individuals that tutors that maybe just want to work with older young people that are in secondary and they want to focus on helping them with maths and language or whatever it may be.
No, Ronnie, that was fantastic. That sounds like a brilliant service. Thank you so much for coming along and telling us about it today.
No problem. I look forward to getting loads of potential volunteers and referrals for young people.
Thank you so much, Ronnie.
No problem. Thank you.